Welcome to my podcast. In today's episode, we'll dive in a fascinating topic: how to implement AI for small and medium companies, especially for small and medium companies that are not so related with systems, KPIs, quality controls, sales forecasts, you know, any kind of those of activities that most of the big companies already have. Yeah. If you're a small or medium company that you are producing your products or offering your services in the same way that you have been doing for many years, imagine that you start working 10 years, 20, 30, or 40 years ago, and you're still working as in the same way, this video is for you because we're going to talk about the first step, how to implement AI in small and medium companies. Okay, but I have to start talking about the history about this information because I am going to talk about just one concept or one methodology, Lean. Lean is the first step that I consider the most important step to start. Okay, to start planning the implementation of AI. Why is so important for me consider these ideas? Yeah, this idea, just the idea. Because, for example, during 1950s, Toyota developed the Toyota production systems because they don't have the resources, the technological or financial resources like Ford or General Motors, but Toyota want to compete with those companies. Okay, and Toyota had to analyze the situation. They analyze their processes, their activities, their culture, and stay focused on develop efficiency. That's the important thing. Use in a correct way or an efficient way the use of the materials that they already have. That's the most important part of the methodology. Okay. Later, during 1980s, 80s, 90s, okay, because start working in a middle, the MIT developed, launched the lean manufacturing concept. And today I'm going to start talking about just one concept. That's it, okay? The concept that I want to invite you to reflect, to analyze is in order to avoid something, okay? The concept is avoid. Avoid what? Avoid wasting money, avoid wasting time, avoid wasting resources, avoid wasting human talent. But because if you avoid wasting these items or these resources, immediately you will get a benefit in your own activities, in your finance, in the relation with the people, in the administration, or the manage of the resources. And that's it's important thing to consider, okay? Because imagine, it's not something new. It's not something that start working suddenly, like magic, no? Ooh, we are related or we are close to the Halloween dates. And imagine that chaos, problems, conflicts, stress, disorder are zombies. Then we're going to identify those zombies and eliminate it. Yeah, that's the important thing to consider. We have to eliminate those zombies because those zombies, they damage your finance, your inventory, your resources, the relations between inside of your companies, and we have to eliminate those zombies. Okay. Let's see an image. Here we have a simple image that can invite us to reflect about the situation. Imagine that you are a company that start working 5, 10, 20, 30, or 40 years ago, and start working in the same way. Yeah. Imagine that we can see the imagine and compare. if you analyze your activities, you identify that something you are doing not in the best way. Yeah, about the information, about the processes, about the inside the relationship between people, and with the relation with your suppliers, with your clients. Okay, you already know that something is not working well or not as well as you want it. Okay, if we are to start working with the benchmark, we can change, and we can already start working in the correct way in order to compete. Yeah, to compete, to manage in the correct way their resources. Yeah, and we can start growing up faster and faster and faster, especially considering that in today's world there is a lot of conflicts situation that they invite us to analyze and to find the best options to develop our activities. Okay, with this information is simple. Where you want to stay, what kind of company you want to have. Today we are watching or having in a global context of the world different kind of activities that probably change many situations. Especially you see that the crypto is growing up so fast. The digital economy is growing so fast. The situation, the geopolitical situations now, and also the situation that it's happening around the world with the international trade. Because today, well, a few days ago, the U.S. president said is going to implement the import duties of 100% to China. But it's not quite clear because the electrical vehicles, some part of the automotive electric industry, the military industry, and others depends 100% from the export from rare earths or rare elements from China. But for small and medium companies, we have to be well prepared to handle and to develop our activities in this world. That's the important thing. The small and medium companies can do by its own and develop and well train and implement something, and that's a good option. That's a good option. And if you do it in this way, it will be great. And you can read the information about Lean and also prepare about ISO 9000, for example, and read and prepare about the Six Sigma, and you will be a successful company. Yeah, but if you want to work and to develop a different teams, for example, in my case, I am a business coach, and I want to implement and to add my methodology to work with you. We can stay focused on your company in order that your company get your goals. Yeah, but you're going to work in an efficient way. That's the important thing. We're going to start working with the resources that you already have. Yeah, that's the important thing. That's why I consider another option that we can work together and get your goals using the resources that you already have. Yeah, and it's possible. I have done. Okay, but it's not something magical. It's not a magic wand that you just buy a hardware or a software and magically something is new and your company transformed to NVIDIA or Google or OpenAI suddenly. No, that's not true. Okay. The important thing is that we start working, we develop a methodology, start planning the implementation of technology in the correct way that your company need it. That's the important thing. And I invite you to that we can develop a business networking, work together, and identify different kind of paths that we can get success. Yeah, that's the important thing. Well, I really appreciate your time. In the next part of the podcast, I'm going to add information about Lean that you, in a few minutes, you can have the extra information about Lean that it's something that it's very, very interesting. And I invite you to consider my invitation about how to we can work together as a team. Okay? Well, thank you so much.
Before we begin, remember to subscribe, hit the like button, activate the notification bell, and visit Carlos Bastida's website to explore his comprehensive portfolio of services and unlock opportunities for effective business networking. The history of Lean is the chronicle of a necessity turned into a revolution. It wasn't born in an academic boardroom, but in the factories of a post-war devastated Japan, and was baptized and popularized decades later by academics in the United States. Part 1. The Origin, the Toyota Production System. After World War II, the Japanese automotive industry, led by Toyota, faced a monumental challenge. Competing with the mass production giants of the United States, like Ford and GM, but with extremely limited resources. They couldn't afford the huge inventories, waste, and inefficiency of the Western model. Under the leadership of Eiji Toyoda and the genius of his chief engineer, Taiichi Ohno, Toyota developed a radically different new production system. This system, known as the Toyota Production System, didn't focus on producing as much as possible, but on systematically eliminating everything that didn't add value for the customer. The Toyota Production System has two pillars. 1. Just-in-time. Demand pull flow takt time. 2. Jidoka. Automation with a human touch. Stop to ensure quality. Practices and concepts. Work standardization, continuous, error-proofing, socio-technical approach and respect for people. The MIT launches the International Motor Vehicle Program to compare global manufacturer performance. Coins the term Lean in 1988 to describe Toyota's system. Fewer resources for more value with better quality. Lean is the academic translation and generalization of Toyota's TPS. The fundamentals are the same: flow, quality at the source, waste elimination, continuous improvement, respect for people. MIT's contribution: naming Lean, comparatively measuring performance on a global scale, and extracting replicable principles beyond Toyota. Practical differences. Outside Toyota, many adoptions focused on tools, Kanban, 5S, Kaizen events, without fully integrating the socio-technical system and culture, which explains the mixed results observed in the literature. Demonstrable core ideas. Reduces waste and variability, relieves overburden, synchronizes production with demand, and empowers people to solve problems at the point of value. In a few minutes, you have a general idea of Lean and its importance. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, activate the notification bell, and visit Carlos Bastida's website to explore his comprehensive portfolio of services and unlock opportunities for effective business networking.